It's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, since Devin Booker's been in the pros, he's been able to show his ability to create. He said at Kentucky, all I shot was catch and shoot threes. I was fitting in with my team, playing off of others. But my dad always taught me the fundamentals. I don't want to rely on one thing. Being good at everything is how you earn your spot on the floor. Kevin?
He's doing it all, DA. Thanks. And here's a look at some numbers for Wall.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. In at forward, it's Hachimura and Bertans. And it's Bryant in at the 5 spot. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Diallo. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. Greg, for the Phoenix Suns, with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raise some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
And here's Wall. It's Beal on the wing. To the paint. That's tipped. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Hachimura, no good. Here's the Suns with the ball. Booker in the corner. Ayton trying to break free. That's good from Booker on the assist by Oubre.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Oh, man, these fans are pumped. I expect them to be loud tonight. Should be a great game.
Now here's Beal. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Bryant. Back to Beal. From outside the arc. Good D by Booker. And here's Phoenix. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, Greg, and maybe the crowd had an effect on them. I mean, who knows? I mean, they looked uncomfortable at the line.
And it's Ayton missing. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. The drive by Beal. A beautiful reverse layup.
Gotta respect the speed of Beal. Outstanding when he penetrates inside.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Now here's Ayton. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The drive by Beal. That gives them the lead. Beal's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
And it's Phoenix's ball, trailing by 2. Rubio the pass to Booker. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These the new power rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Trailblazers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And with where Washington is, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
Wall finds Bertans. Over Diallo. Phoenix grabs the miss.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Here's Oubre. Offensive rebound. Ayton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls. And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
Shooting two.
And he knocks down the first one. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
Both good from the line that time.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Now here's Beal. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game.
I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
Ayton dishes to Rubio. And it's sent back by Bryant. And here's Booker from the arc. It's good from long range. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
To the middle. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Never any doubt where Bradley Beal's going with that pass. I mean, if he has a teammate that wide open, he's not going to miss it.
The Suns leading. Now Booker. 20 points for him last game against Denver. And there's the pass to Ayton. Here's Rubio. Offline with his three. Wizards have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Hachimura the pass to Bertans. Over Diallo. Drops it in off the fadeaway.
And right there, you see the decision-making ability of Hachimura. Sets his man up perfectly.
Rubio the pass to Diallo. Now here's Oubre. 14 points from him the last game against the Nuggets in Denver. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Oubre finds Diallo. That shot, no good.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Here's Wall. The shot off that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Booker dishes to Rubio. Booker the pass to Rubio. Back to Booker. 4 on the shot clock. Ayton wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Washington, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And up the court come the Suns on the break. Rubio misses.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
The 10-footer. That one wide left.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Booker outside. They need this one. Bangs home the trifecta. Booker's got 8 points. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, Wall. Pass to Beal. Feeds it to Bryant, and Bryant slams it in.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Oh, Ayton in position.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Rubio against Wall. And here's Bryant for 3. Rebound by the Suns.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Phoenix has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Rubio misses.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Well, Coach Scott Brooks has seen success in the past. Respected coach who has won Coach of the Year, but the heat is on in Washington.
Yeah, he hasn't had great luck here with the Wizards. I mean, new management this year might be evaluating him. I mean, he could be a make-or-break season for Brooks.
Well, it has been a long road back from injury for John Wall, Greg. The heel issue followed by the Achilles tear.
And you just hope that Wall can make a full recovery and get back to the player he once was. Provides so much with his speed and playmaking as well as scoring.
First one falls for him.
And John Wall, of course, having to fight back from that torn Achilles, but also is now having to play up to that super max contract he signed.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And so John Wall nails both of them. And with Wall, no doubt he's a star guard. But with that contract, Greg, comes heavy expectations.
No doubt. And I'd like to see Wall become more proactive, really as a playmaker on offense in the near future. Depending on how he feels after the injuries, he might need to change his style just a bit.
Now, here's Thomas, following the miss by Frank Kaminsky. Saric against Thomas. Johnson, a wide open look, and the Suns miss again. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Baines. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Here's Wagner. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Wall. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Wall can't be stopped. He's remarkable at maintaining control through shots like this.
Here's Johnson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. In the corner, it's Bridges. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now let's take a moment to check out the steals leaders. Second, John Wall.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Fans, just broadcasters, love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game. So anything that takes away from team scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score. Don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too right. Usually they have another open player in front of them that they can pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight on the break. The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
On offense, here are the Suns. Johnson with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Passes it to Baines. Sharge outside. 6 to shoot. Johnson for 3. Leaps for it and out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Suns. They were hoping to get off to a better start to the season. Things are still early, so they still may have a chance.
And I think for the Suns, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Well, it's clear they didn't do enough in the offseason to make any kind of major improvement. They're in for a long year.
And here is Bryant. His last outing, he had 8 points. Smith, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Bridges, no one around him. And the 3 off target.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
Bryant's shot is off. The Suns shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Charge has the open look. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Really improving this part of his game. When Saric is dialed in from deep, it helps so much.
Wizards trail by 3. Thomas surveying the D. 1:31 left here in the opening quarter. Wagner can't hit.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points. Turns an easy jump shot into a tough one by going to the fadeaway. I mean, look what happens.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Johnson. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Bridges. Back to Johnson. Fires the 3. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 7 rebounds in the game. Bounce pass, Smith. Johnson against Thomas. Takes the 13-footer and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Outstanding touch from mid-range. I mean, I love how Thomas exploits that in-between game.
.36 seconds left in the first. Johnson attacking. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Bryant. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. McRae's checked in for Washington. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Johnson against Thomas. Back to Smith. There's the pass to Bryant. 5 on the clock. Kept alive. Here's Wagner. It's not going to go for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Wizards lead by 1. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. Versatility is so important in today's NBA. That works just fine for combo guard Tyler Johnson.
I don't really limit myself to one position. I feel like I can guard both positions. Being able to do that, I feel like I'll have the capability to fill in when needed.
And with all the switching we see teams, Greg, employing right now, that defensive versatility is highly prized, highly valuable.
And Johnson, an excellent athlete. He's got the tools to impact the game both offensively and defensively.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
They've got Saric. Bridges out there with Johnson. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Baines in its center. That's who's out there for Phoenix. On the wing, Johnson. He kicks it to Kaminsky. Misses the three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
It's good. And now a 5-point Washington lead.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second.
And so many issues for this Wizards team the last few seasons have been due to a lack of an inside presence.
Yeah, inside scoring has been a problem, GA. I mean, they've had to lean heavily on outside shooting. Also, though, they've been struggling with rebounding.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Johnson.
Well, when you look at the skill set of Tyler Johnson, he really is the epitome of a catalyst. Comes in full energy every time, and if he's hitting his shots, you just ride that wave of scoring.
Hachimura, he's checked in for the Wizards. And with Johnson, Greg, you never know how on his shot will be day to day.
And that's okay. Teams need a player who can carry them off the bench when they get it going. Johnson is a bit of a microwave that heats up immediately, but if he's cold, you simply drop back the minutes for that game.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Wagner. Fades. Stolen away. Some changes for Phoenix. Ayton comes in for Aaron Baines, and it's Booker in for Dario Saric. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Davis Bertans checks in for Wagner. Johnson kicks to Bridges. Now here's Ayton. He's tightly guarded. Clock at 6. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Wizards with the lead. Passes it to Bertans. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Out left to the wing. Bridges for 3. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Smith with it, now guarded by Kaminsky. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
2 points. That one goes.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Johnson against Thomas. Smith outside to stop the run. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
The quickness of Smith, Kevin, is so hard to keep up with, which is why he's able to get these shots off in time.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Booker. Back to Johnson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Chet Diallo, he's checked in for Phoenix. Ricky Rubio comes in for Bridges. The Wizards also changing it up. Bradley Beal comes in for Ish Smith. And John Wall subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Now here's Wall. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver. And the pass to Beal. Over Johnson. Beal can't get it to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Hayton. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Outside, Beal. Pass to Hachimura. Over Diallo. Booker pulls it in.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
The second effort, and Ayton with the layup. Ayton's got the lead up to 9 now for Phoenix.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year convo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
Oubre's checked in for Tyler Johnson. That one is no good. Just when it comes to offensive rebounding, who does the best job of creating second chance opportunities now?
Oh, it's 2 names. Andre Drummond, Steven Adams. And the toughest part about it is, as a defender, you don't only have to worry about guarding your man, going over and helping, but then you have to worry about guys that are just hanging out in the rebound painted area, just waiting for their turn. And so it takes the wind out of you, it tires you out, but also your mental focus that game is all over the place, because no matter what you're doing, you always have to come back to the thought, oh no, now box out, because this guy's a beast on the boards.
First free throw is good. Well, last season we got a glimpse of what a Bradley Beal team looks like as he led the way for the Wizards after Wall went down.
And really, Beal took it upon himself to kind of keep this team moving forward. And it was his best season to date. Career highs in scoring, and also was creating more for his teammates in Wall's absence. And Chris, a very unique experience playing in the nation's capital. What was your time like with Washington?
Oh, I love D.C. Oh, I love Chocolate City. I mean, the surrounding areas of D.C. love the team as well. There's something special about playing in the capital.
Bucket is good. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Wall. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Oubre. Shoots the 3. Not going to go that time. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Here's Hachimura. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Rubio with it. Working on Bertans. Rubio misses. It's Beal on the wing. Defended by Booker. And Beal kicks to McRae. Back to Beal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, and it didn't happen overnight, but it's clear that Bradley Beal is a franchise player. I mean, he's worked on his game year to year, and now he's a superstar in this league.
Throw good, Beal. And Chris, with Beal, it's in large part due to how he has expanded his game, which means he now impacts the game more.
Yeah. Well, Beal moves so much on both offense and defense. He's a very active player. He's never passive on the floor, and he looks for ways to inject himself into games.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's Rubio. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Oubre bounce pass. Just 5 to shoot. Rubio, the pass to Diallo. The Suns need to get a shot off. They get it back. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
For Phoenix, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Diallo. Wizards making a switch here. Bonga's checked in. So he gets them both. And the Wizards with possession. 8-point game. Wall looking for an opening to the left side wing. Bertans passes to Wall. And stolen by Diallo. A finish. And finished off by Oubre.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Last season, we saw Kelly Oubre get traded to the Suns. That was a surprise success for both him and the team.
Oubre came in and gave the Suns that defensive spark they so desperately needed. The long arms, he can get in the passing lanes, and he plays with tremendous energy, and they love it.
Knocks it loose. Now Bertans. 11 points for him in that last game against Denver.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
11 feet away. They grab their own miss. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And when Hachimura is looking to score, it sometimes forces the D to get aggressive. Love the energy.
And he knocks down the first one. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't sucking there and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action, and there's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up with some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes the guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I got to get back to a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Come on, don't push me all the way into the basket. You'd have a good
What was the
last
response?
He pushed me into the basket.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And, guys, the stellar development of Devin Booker continued last season. Still a firecracker on offense and took strides to improve his shot selection and, equally as important, his decision making.
Now here's Wall. He's got 5. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Tries yet again. Here's Bryant. Bonga. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter, and it hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Greg, with Booker and his progress, you really see it in his playmaking.
And that is what the Suns want from him long term. They see him growing into the same vein as a player like James Harden, someone who can carry the load offensively and still make others better.
And the Suns making a change here. Sharge is checked in. Mo Wagner's checked in for the Wizards. Both free throws good from Bryant. Suns leading by 9. Rubio the pass to Saric. Booker against Beal. No good from Booker. And it's Wall with the ball for the Wizards. Here's Bonga. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kelly Oubre. The Wizards have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. The first one falls. The Suns making a switch here. Baines is checked in. And he makes both free throws. Phoenix leading by 7. Rubio the pass to Baines. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ayton finds Booker over Beal. That's good from Booker on the assist by Ayton. 14 points for Devin Booker. Booker's gotten 6 of his 11 attempts to go in so far from the field, shooting almost 55%. Booker against Beal. Bryant with the bounce pass. Here's Wagner. And another miss by Washington.
And they continue to control the glass.
Saric right side. Shoots from the corner. Rebounded by the Wizards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. No good on that one. Chris, we're getting into a new season, but already we're seeing teams hit that injury bug early on.
Yeah, Kevin, don't you just hate to see it? So hopefully those guys come back healthy. And, man, you hate seeing that, but I tell you what, again, injuries can always also have a positive effect. If you get that injured player back, let's just think you get to give guys time that didn't get that much time before. So they're getting kind of 2 seasons within one. The playoffs come, you get that healthy player back. And by the way, you have a guy that you've developed off the bench, and now you have a deeper team, a little more depth.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Now here's Booker. He's got 17. Down low, here's Rubio. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Rubio against Wall. The feed to Beal. Pass to Wagner. Back to Beal. Over Booker. Beal can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Wizards trail by 11. Got a piece of it. Here's Wall. And good that time.
The superb strength from the crafty guard. Wall's used to getting knocked around. He sticks with his shot.
6 attempts for him at the line. He's made 4. So for the Suns, Kaminsky is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Mikal Bridges comes in for Devin Booker. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Ricky Rubio. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Thomas checked in for Bradley Beal. That one misses for Wall.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
Now here's Saric. 8 points his last outing. Johnson dishes to Baines. Some solid defense from Bryant.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson, how his last 10 games have gone. He's around 6 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And clearly, he's having a tough stretch here. But it's all about how you respond to the adversity. That'll be key.
Yeah, but we'll see if he has the mental toughness to turn it around. If not, they've got a few other guys ready to step up and start stealing some of those minutes.
And Washington making a change here. Smith has checked in.
As the #1 pick in the draft, Wall has always had a lot of pressure on him, and he does everything he can to live up to those expectations.
Pass to Baines. And here is Kaminsky. Here's Saric. Banked in off the glass. Saric has got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Outside Thomas. Smith on the wing. Back to Thomas. Beyond the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Thomas got 9 points.
Amazing control from Thomas. I mean, not letting the defense get to him. I mean, he doesn't get rattled on the way up.
To the wing on the left. Here's Saric. Rebound by Smith. There's Thomas with the 3. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. John, the shot is working for you, maybe more than the drive tonight.
I'm just trying to do whatever defense give me. They're giving me my jump shot right now, and I'm in a good rhythm. And you see if they help me, I'm looking to pass my teammates. I'm not going to try to force the issue. If I got the shot, I got to take, I'm going to do it. I know my team need me to do more tonight, and that's what I want to do. If I want to be a match player and franchise player, I got to take my team along with me. That's what I'm trying to do.
Got to make them pay if they go under. Thanks, John. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
As we know, Devin Booker's a complete scorer, equally adept off the dribble and off the catch and shoot. Obviously, he has the range, but just when you overplay him, that's when he gets to the rim.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
They got to get more aggressive on the glass. Over the first half, we saw them being schooled down low. You know what I'm going to say, Ernie. Barbecue chicken. If I was coach in the locker room right now, they'd be getting an earful. Extra rebounding. Effort will pay off in other ways. The energy is really where it starts. Something like that, Ernie.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, the defense didn't do a very good job of staying connected to him. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game that's been so far. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Washington. In at forward, it's Hachimura and Bertans. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bryant in at the 5 down low. And it's Ayton missing. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Wizards. Here's Hachimura. Outside for Beal. A three-pointer off the mark. Phoenix leading by 6. Here's Booker. Rebound, Washington. Bryant's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Hachimura the pass to Bertans. And it's Beal in the corner. Hits it from three-point range. Beal's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Wizards.
Well, he's embracing his role as a leader. Bill knows his team depends on him to score like this.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Rubio outside. Ayton inside. Defended by Bryant. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. 10 points for DeAndre Ayton.
They needed that. I mean, they were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
Wizards trail by 5. It's Beal on the wing. Back to Wall. Lets the 3 fly. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 3 assists tonight.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Rubio the pass to Diallo. Oubre outside. Rubio against Wall. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Here's Rubio. Ayton trying to break free. And the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got his second basket of the night. Wizards trail by 4. Here's Wall. Rubio with the rebound. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
And it was made clear early on to Ricky Rubio that the Jazz were moving on from him. But Rubio quickly finds a home in Phoenix. 3-year deal for Rubio, who is a good fit with the Suns. Having a real point guard on the team like Rubio should be a huge boost.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, look, I love the confidence of Bill, but when you work that hard in the offseason and you have a jump shot that wet, I guess it's easy to embrace the punishment.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, and after 1 year of collegiate basketball, Bill knew he was ready for the NBA, and I'd say he was right.
And both free throws good for Beal. The Suns leading. Booker looking around. Shoots over Beal. No good from Booker.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
Driving, spotting up. Wall can do it all. A fantastic job tonight at the offensive end.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
The Suns have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Free throw no good for Ayton. The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Oh, that's blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Beal, the pass to Hachimura. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bertanis. Offensive rebound. Here's Bryant. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Oubre outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Washington trailing. Here's Hachimura. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Now here's Bryant. Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
I mean, there's not much Beal can't do. We get to see some of his aerial skills here.
Rubio with it. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Now the pass to Diallo. Oubre kicks to Booker. Shot clock at 5. McRae's checked in for Bryant. And here are the Suns now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Booker. Pass to Oubre. Wall against Rubio. 6 to shoot. A second chance effort. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Rubio. 14 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Just great awareness there from Ayton. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
Here's Bertanis. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Suns take it the other way. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Thomas checked in for John Wall. Now, here's Rubio. Passes to Diallo. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Now it's a 4-point Suns lead. The Wizards have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass.
Now here's Diallo. He's got 6. Rubio looking around. Pass to Diallo. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Ayton's got 16 points.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Beal, the pass to Hachimura. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
And we know Hachimura has a confident personality. You see it there with the rise and fire approach. Nice.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Shaq Diallo. Sharch comes in for Kelly Oubre. Bridges, he's checked in for Booker. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Ricky Rubio. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Wagner's checked in. Now here's Johnson. 7 points in the game. And here is Thomas. The pass to McCray. Pass to Hachimura. For the lead. But they recover it. Here's Thomas. It's good. This game is all even. He's got 11.
He embraces the contact, does Thomas. At his height, he uses his body like a shield. Just has such great leverage, creating space for the finish.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Washington's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Hachimura. Phoenix grabs the miss. Kaminsky's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Sharch attacking. He gets that one. Now it's a 4-point Phoenix lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Beal against Bridges. Outside Thomas. Wagner passes to Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wagner. The tray. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Sharch. Yep, that one goes. Sharch has got 9.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The drive by Beal. Here's Wagner. Another shot. It's hauled in by the Suns. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Suns leading by 6. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Sharch looking around. 5 on the clock. Here's Kaminsky. Yep, it counts. And the Suns lead by 8.
And there's been a drop-off in their defense since halftime. I mean, they don't nearly have the same energy they did in the first half.
Passes it to Wagner. Back to Thomas to end the run. Good D by Johnson. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. From the baseline. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. You gotta love it.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Bonga's checked in, and it's Ish Smith in for Beal. Now here's Thomas. He's got 11. Pass to Smith. Takes a 3. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Isaiah Thomas.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
And we all know how rough things have been for Thomas the last few seasons, Greg, battling injuries and trying to find the right situation for his talents.
And the injuries have clearly taken their toll on Thomas. A lot of things need to go right for you to be a star player at his size, and lately that just hasn't been the case. You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
The pass to Hachimura. Over Johnson. Hachimura, no good.
Now, I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
Here's Kaminsky. Goes up again, and it's Sharge with the nice basket inside. Sharge has got 11.
And Kevin Sarek is such a greedy player on the offensive end. I mean, he's showing how determined he is to snag the second chance opportunities.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 6. Offside Thomas. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Thomas got 7 points here in this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
And Baines kicks to Kaminsky. Pass to Bridges. Just 4 to shoot. Goes back up. He dishes it to Baines. Passes it to Kaminsky. Count it. Good. Kaminsky's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Outside Thomas. Bridges against Smith. Inside. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
There's 38 seconds left in the third. Pass to Baines. They get it back. Puts up a 3. They shoot again. And that's good off the glass that time. That's now 8 points for Frank Kaminsky.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Thomas passes to Wagner. It's hauled in by the Suns. Baines has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, I'm surprised he's still out there. I mean, he's been invisible at the offensive end all game long.
Johnson finds Sharge. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now it's an 11-point Suns lead.
But you got to respect the interior game of Sarek. I mean, he's solid at using his size to his advantage down there.
And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Johnson is out there with Booker, and it's Kaminsky in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
IT is playing with the chip on his shoulder tonight. I love guys who play like that, who have that attitude.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Kaminsky inside. Working on Bryant, and yes, it's good. Kaminsky's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns. To the inside, it's stolen by Sharks. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Ricky Rubio checked in for Phoenix. Booker against Smith. Booker the pass to Rubio. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
Check Diallo, he's checked in for Phoenix.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one every time.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Thomas gets a wide open look. Washington gets it back. Smith, and the shot goes in.
Oh, Smith is a fighter, someone who usually doesn't back down from anyone, especially on these types of shots.
Booker outside. Ball's knocked loose. There's the pass to Diallo. Here's Rubio, and it's sent back by Bryant. And here comes the break. Smith wide open. He fires. Sinks the three-pointer. Smith's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Wizards. Rubio the pass to Bridges. Booker outside. Rubio outside. Pulls up on the elbow. And that one hits back iron.
Now, his scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway.
Thomas passes to Bertans. Outside for Thomas. To the left wing. Wall draws the double. It's stolen by Kaminsky. 3-on-3. Here's Rubio. The teardrop falls in. And the Suns lead by 10.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
It's stolen by Kaminsky. To the middle. Here's Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Wizards trail by 12. Here's Wall. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Friday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for their matchup with the Magic, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Phoenix making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Bridges. And so Wall nails both of them.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Feeds it to Rubio. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Well, I mean, one of the things that's underrated is that he's an insane athlete. Right there, he's just showing what an incredible defender he is with these type of blocks.
Beal's checked in for Washington. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. From deep, Wall. It's hauled in by Diallo. It's stolen by Bertans. It's blocked. Booker against Smith. And Booker kicks to Oubre. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Booker. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Bertans, the pass to Bryant. Here's Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And that's 23 points for Devin Booker.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Now here's Wall. Kicks it to Beal. Back to Wall. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Lays it up and banks it in. Wall's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, man, so difficult to contain. When Wall is attacking the defense, they're basically at his mercy.
Here's Rubio. With an assist this trip down, he'd have 10.
He's got terrific court vision, and he just sees the play as it unfolds. He plays chess while everyone else is out here playing checkers.
Diallo kicks to Oubre. Rocket 6. Tries from 16. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. And Wall with the slam.
Look at that. That's the exceptional leaping skills of Wall. When he's running to the cup, you know he's trying to ram it down.
And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Pass to Ayton. Three-pointer on the way. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Wizards trail by 18. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Now Booker. "11 feet away, and he nails the jumper. Booker's got 25 points.
If the screen's better, that attempt's a lot easier, but he nails it even with the D still up on.
Smith the pass to Bertans, and stolen by Diallo. Booker against Beal. Up top, Rubio. Back to Booker. Poked loose. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got his 4th rebound in this one. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Phoenix gets called for the foul.
Wow, the speed of Smith and his ability to change gears constantly keeps the D on their toes. He has a knack for picking up fouls while shooting.
And Washington making a change here. Hachimura is checked in. And here are the Suns now. They lead by 17. Rubio the pass to Oubre. Now Ayton. Back to Oubre. John Wall's checked in for Ish Smith. Rubio against Wall. Oubre kicks to Rubio. Shot clock at 6. Looking to end his cold spell. No good that time. Now the Wizards take it the other way. The drive by Beal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Devin Booker.
Improving as a penetrator every year. Beal has the speed and athleticism to make defenders nervous.
And that one falls for Beal. And both free throws good for Beal.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Passes it to Ayton. There's the dish to Rubio. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. We all know Wall loves putting on a show. He has some ridiculous dunks up his sleeve.
Phoenix leading by 13. Booker the pass to Diallo. Out to the right wing. Ayton dishes to Rubio. Pass to Diallo. 6 on the shot clock. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. That's tipped.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender.
Shot clock at 2. Here's Diallo. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Suns lead by 15. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Bryant. Second chance shot. No good there. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
The putback. Wizards trail by 17. It's off his foot, and it's being called a kickball. Beal gets a wide open look. No good on the quick 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Wall against Booker. And the pass to Diallo. He feeds it to Ayton. Tries yet again. And it's good on the way in. Ayton's got 14 points now in the second half.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Pass to Hachimura. Over Oubre. Hachimura, no good. Phoenix leading by 19. There's 1:40 left in the 4th quarter. Booker. And that one, good. Booker's got 27 points.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
Chris, regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic, even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories. Whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can go to Marshall Lonis, Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Mahimi, and he uses the glass on the layup. Mahimi's got his first points in this one.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Suns.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Wall. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wall plays big down low. His sheer determination picks up fouls in the paint.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Carter on the wing. Now here's Šorić. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Ricky, did you like the way you guys were going offensively tonight?
Yeah, we started the game very slow. We can't start like that. But after that, we just get shots and we make the shots. And we make the shots, we're a good team.
Yeah, that opens up the whole floor, Ricky. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.